Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Vans, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. And it's only 8 a.m. I won't do it for the ground. I know I'm a man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I've been to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. World inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, wow.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy Wednesday today. Let's see what we got going on the chart here. Let me make sure most systems go. Camera seems to need some fixing, so let's do that. Okay, let's try it again. Perfect. Everything working now. All right. So let's have a look at the calendar here for today. Wednesday. So we have Udia speaking. Let's just see if we get a time. 10:15. Damn, he's speaking during London. 10:15. That kind of sucks. So it's going to be a bit hard to trade GJ while he speaks. But luckily we have other pairs that are not affected by Udia. Now sometimes he speaks for 15 minutes, sometimes he yaps for 1 to 2 hours. It kind of depends on the day. It is important speeches as well, so it's not really too much of a bad thing. But it is during London here that we have that, so that's something we need to keep an eye on. Otherwise we're pretty much clean for the whole session, and later on we have a bit have a bit of FOMC meeting minutes. And that's about it. So let's have a look at the charts here and run the analysis. Start off with GJ here. Again, with his speeches, we might see some weird movement, but we've just been moving back to back, day to day downside. So we are still closing bearish candle on the daily. Now we have closed below the support here, sitting at a 4-hour support if I have marked correctly, hopefully. Yeah, we are. We're sitting at a double 4-hour support. There's one more 4-hour support right here as well. Let's just mark that. So a smaller one, but nevertheless is a 4-hour support. And we rejected it perfectly. You can see that rejection coming from there. So bias is bearish here. Looking at 1-hour time frame, we are rejecting from the lows. Right now 15 as well. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at this here. 15-minute support here. So sells could make an option here if we were to close below quite deep. I would say preferably even below 146 here. But he speaks in about 20 minutes, so you need it to happen pretty soon. I'm not really wanting to trade while he's speaking. It's just too much inconsistencies there. Pullbacks towards, if his speeches bring pullbacks and he finishes fast in 15 minutes, we can look for sells from the top of the range. Not ready to buy yet till we get a support candle form. Breakout sells, they can make sense here as well, but we're going to come back to that. Let's just double check what type of range we have inside of here. Let's do this a quicker way. Oh man, that's totally messed up. There we go. Yeah, we do have a range below that 4-hour support. Below here we do have a range as well. So yeah, we do have a range towards the downside if we wanted to break out. Otherwise, if this pulls back, you'd be looking from sells from the top of the range here. Otherwise, sells below here could make sense, preferably below the kind of, see the 1 hour though. It would be the 1 hour as well, so it's fine. So that would be the plan here. That would be the plan for GJ. So we're going to see how price action forms. Pretty simplistic plan. We're going to move on to gold here. So gold, previous daily here closing doji. Not really, even if this on your broker is slightly bearish, it's still considered doji. So we use the 4-hour for more information here. So we can see on 4-hour time frames we have a successful change of structure here. Very strong 4-hour candle. So it is giving us more of a bullish bias than a mixed bias. Sells can make sense if we start to see some some valid basically changes of structure and stuff like this. And yeah, if we're looking at 1-hour time frame, so 4-hour created bullish candle here. I should mark this previous 4-hour actually. Should mark this one here. Have that on the chart. See what 1 hour is saying. 1 hour has a resistance here, same as the yesterday's 1 hour support. We're basically where we ended London session yesterday. 30-minute as well, reacting off that. I think it's a clean and simple buy above. I'm not sure about this gap. I want to see how that looks on my broker. What is that above? Oh, it's a clean candle on my broker. So yeah, I quite like that actually. I quite like buys above here, kind of same trade as yesterday, just in a different positioning. And And yeah, look for, you know, basically price to fill up towards this resistance. That resistance on my broker is where? Let's see the price here. 13. It is 27.33. So 27, was this 27? No, it's 29. So 27, somewhere around here on my broker is the resistance. We'll just take the 30 here, as it is something. So that'll kind of be like your target there. We have 25 level, key level as well. So I'll be looking to trade above here. This is creating nice structure right now. If there is an opportunity to trade back up towards the top of the range, I will entertain that. But we need to pull back pretty much down to here to give enough range. How much we're working with here? 50 pips is not bad, but you know, candles are bigger. Candles are bigger, so it's not like you're going to get a 20 pip candle close. You're most likely going to get like a 40-50 pip candle close. So we're going to just see how price action forms, see if we can trade back towards the top of the range. If not, then I'm looking for outside the range. If we just start capitalizing and just breaking down, this is easy sell zone in here. We'll be looking for sells by that time, but not really looking to sell back towards the bottom of the range. With that 4-hour close, I don't see a case for that. Doesn't make sense for me. It looks inherently more bullish how the 4-hour has that change of structure, right? So the other thing here is going to be DAX. So let's have a look at DAX here. We are moving down here. Daily time frame is moving back towards this previous daily support. I'm not going to mark it because I don't know if it's going to be relevant. We have our macro daily support down here that we tapped. We're going to put this MDS, macro daily support. Let's put caps, MDS. Let's see the 4-hour, what we're forming on 4-hour support sitting right here. That's what we're bouncing off now. So bias is mixed, but very weak 4-hour candle. So we're seeing 9th. Yeah, 9th is tariff day, isn't it today? Ooh. I thought, did he extend it? It's so confusing, man. He's changing his mind every second. But the 9th should be the tariff day, right? I'm surprised they didn't put it in the calendar. Let's see on Financial Juice. Obviously, the news we got out that Mr. Trump has put the tariffs in China to 100%. Just casually, you know, says, all right, fuck you all, you know, 100%. Tariffs go into effect on the 9th. Yeah, so it is today. It is today. So we could see some inconsistencies overall. Not extended. All right. So yeah, we can see some inconsistencies, but the tariffs normally will happen by New York Open rather than London Open. Oh wow. Look at this, guys. We have a lot of, yeah, today we need to be careful, guys, because here is flash news we can get. They haven't put this, but we have UDEA speaking, then we have ECB speaking. ECB is speaking because of it. Yeah, we have ECB. Fed expect to cut rates in NY session 2 p.m. EST. We don't have rate cuts today. We only have FOMC meeting minutes, not rate cuts. Those are just the minutes, not the actual FOMC rate decision. They will discuss about potential rate cuts. But yeah, we have at 11:35, so 35 minutes after London Open, and then 1 o'clock. So we just need to be careful 35 minutes after London Open. Looking at, you know, DAX right now, it is looking a little bit more bearish in my opinion. Have a 1-hour support sitting here. 1S. We are moving down so far. See what the 30 minute is saying. 30 minute has a small support here. 15 has a smaller support there. Let's put that 15. So I think we can sell below this 15-minute support here. We can see a reaction from there already. Below there, we have around 100 points. So it is definitely a tradable range. So I think that's what I'm going to be looking for. Open is in about 15 minutes. So that will be ideal. 5-minute structure is formed. Overall looks good. We do have some 5-minute support here. So we do need to mark that. So we would need a 15-minute close. Can't just take it based on a 5 unless we wait for below here. Then we can. But we're just going to mark it anyways, just to have that. That's where that wick is coming from. So we're gonna see how price action forms. We're gonna see how price action forms in that. And yeah, I think bearish for me. If buys are gonna play out today, you know, we do have a small rejection candle. We are respecting 4-hour support. So if we just grab liquidity from the bottom here, it's just hard for me to buy DAX right now with all of this bearish news, you know. These China tariffs and all of this is still putting so much pressure on the on Europe and, you know, on the rest of the world, that it's just hard for me to go and say, okay, let's rip buys, you know. I feel like buys is like a little bit dangerous at this point, especially until we retest at least bottom of the range. You know, at least then we get like a retest towards the lows. If I am going to rip a buy here, you need some good information, changes of structure and stuff like that. So I actually wanted to see that before running a buy, or at least a daily candle closing bullish will make things very easy. At least a stronger 4-hour candle. This more looks like a setup 3 long liquidity grab from upside, breaking the low. So we are respecting 4-hour support. So if we do continue to respect it, there can be an option for buys, but we will see how price action forms and take it from there. No need to jump the gun on anything and be you know, silly. So that's about it for the analysis. Pretty simplistic plans here. GJ ended up popping up here, so not in our selling zone yet. And gold has created a nice resistance here. So let's see if we can close above this resistance for buys. In about 11 minutes would be the plan for me. 11 minutes for buys. And we'll see what ends up happening here. So yeah, let's get it. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. 300 of us in here. Get the likes up to at least 150. Let's get this day started. And yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go. $57 likes. That's it. I asked for 100 likes. Only we get 10 likes. You guys are sleeping, man. You guys are sleeping. Tomorrow we have FOMC meeting minutes. Really curious what will be said. Yeah, for me it's today, but for you tomorrow. For me it's tonight. It is going to be interesting. What's interesting is tomorrow's CPI. So CPI, they're expecting numbers to be drastically lower. Right, they're expecting numbers to be 0.2% lower. Not drastic, but still 0.2%. Unemployment claim they're expecting to go up, which is, if we see this number come higher than expected, they're gonna push people to, well, they're gonna push the incentive to reduce interest rates to help the economy, but that could tick up inflation. The problem is it's too early. It's too early. 2.6. It's too early to see tariffs affect inflation yet. Too early to see that. I have a question. I made 3 trades, 2 came back to break even, the third made profit. What do you consider this as bad? Without seeing the trades, without knowing context of the trades, it's impossible. It's like saying, Harry, I played football, I missed a goal, and I did some stuff. Is this bad? It's like, no, there might be a reason you missed a goal. There might be a reason that you missed a few passes. You know, it doesn't mean it's inherently bad. This is why in the group, I make sure to put sections for people so I can see their trades, right? I don't just simply ask them to explain it to me. I need to see it, right? I need to see it. I need to give feedback based on that. Very hard for me to give feedback just on you telling me a few things, because maybe you went to break even on valid zones, right? I was wondering how many setups there are in the exclusive group. I only know 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, most of my setups are based off 1, 2, and 3. There's an extra 2 in there and some more concepts like 1-minute strategy as well for high volume timers and stuff like that. But you know, I don't trade randomly. My trades are very, very similar. Just adaptations. Harry, can you see who hasn't liked or not? No, you can't see that. You can't see that. Can we consider this setup 3 if one candle was below? What do you mean by below? I hope you mean above, not below, because the candle is below, right? So this would be a bad setup 3 because we're at resistance, so it's just a rejection. But in terms of the way the candles form, yes, this is correct. Right? But we're at resistance, so you don't know. Is it going to reject? Are we going to push through? There's no confirmation here. It's 50-50 what it can do. Harry, that is not a resistance. The LTA candle not formed not correctly. Yes, I took it from my broker. If you look at your broker, on my broker, it has a resistance there. So I just took it from my broker. Should we worry about it? Yes, you should be extremely worried. You should be extremely scared. Go and, you know, hide under the bed. Definitely. Of course, it's a resistance. This is just a data feed issue. Data feed issue is relative. I'm sure you go to a different broker. Look, there's a resistance there. Look, very simple. See? It's just because this is not showing. Oh, this is Pith. Pith looks good, man. Pith looks good. I might permanently change to Pith. Does the 20 level matter? It can end up mattering, yes. It can, but we, like you said, we tested it so many times that I would not be too worried compared to something like 25 that hasn't been tested, because we don't know the reaction from there. Whereas here we've seen that price, you know. So the next time it closes above, it should be able to push through, I would expect. Wouldn't be bad to get the 15 close above there as well, on top of that. Let's have a look here. You want to sell is DAX plans. Good candle leaving, looking for setup 5 on with a 1 hour and 30-minute confirmation close. Yeah, with that type of confirmation makes sense, but maybe it happens without, you know. But yeah, that definitely is an idea. That's how you'd kind of want to play the buys today. But do these buys just lead into sell? That's going to be the question. FXCM has nice data, but the candles are the wrong time. The 4-hour candle is closing at the wrong time. That one day when Owanda had no feed, switched to Pith and I matched my broker perfectly. Yeah, I'm thinking of switching to Pith. Probably will do it for next week. It's actually very clean on gold. This is the exact same resistance as my broker. And looking at 5 minutes choppy, would that put you off since we're basing it on 30 minutes? No, because as you said, you're basing it on 30 minutes, you know? The thing that would put me off is how hard it's been for it to go up. Guys, been an exclusive for past 2 months now. Harry's mentorship is par none. Just passed my second 50k account based off Harry's setup management and trades. Let's go, Vivian. Thanks for sharing, man. Let's go. How you doing, Harry? This is Lovejeet. No way it's Lovejeet. Yes, sir. Good to see you, brother. That's been a long time, man. Hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well. Only OGs know, right? OGs know. Yep. Lobster Jeet is in the house. Oil Jeet is here. He is. We still beefing? For real? Doing good, bro? That's good to hear, man. AD's mom passed away? Oh, that's a shame. Sorry to hear that. I heard that she was not doing well, though. It's part of life, unfortunately, but we'll check up on him. We'll check up on him, make sure he's good. But it's part of life, unfortunately. Why do people have more than one funded? Yeah, you can, you start with one. You get what I mean? Like, instead of just going straight for like a 200K, you start with 50K. And then you first pass that, and then you take another 50K. Or you buy, you know, it's mentally maybe even easier. Are you going to trade after the big news? What's the big news? What's the big news? If you ever got in a breakup or loved one dies, will you still trade live? Yes, I've had already that. And I'm a different mindseted person. Although it's not really something, you know, that you would want to happen, but you have to realize that is something outside of your control. And if you cannot control it, you cannot dwell over it. I can recover pretty quick. I'm very good at holding down emotions. So for me, in those circumstances, doesn't affect. Now, if I'm busy getting things sorted, helping people, that's a different question. You know? But I'd recommend if someone goes through that, the last thing you should be worried about is if they're going to trade live in front of you. You should be actually giving support to a person like that, offering if they need to help, not if they fucking need to trade live in front of you. Because that's the last thing you need to kind of help them with, you know? Like, that's like ultimate, you know, the worst thing you can do, you know? It's like, okay, sorry that, you know, this one passed away, but are you coming live? Because I need to make sure that I can watch your trades. Because that's what matters. No, for me, if that happened, I would make sure to tell the person, listen, man, if you need time, take time. If you need help, tell us, you know. That's more my approach. And if they want to come and do what they normally do, then let them. You know? Yeah, I was 0.3% from passing second phase of FTMO, and today I lost 1.7 because of being too confident. How to work with that, change that? Made a mistake, you move on. 1.7 ain't that bad. It was, you're so close. It's one of the things you have to get used to, is that, you know, when you set a target, that's why I don't like to set full targets, and you don't reach that target, and you try push for that target, it becomes very, very tough, right? So again, it's only 1.7%. Stop now, recalibrate, take good trades, and you'll make it. I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? You didn't blow the daily drawdown. 1.7% is not too bad, man. Trust. So we did get a 30-minute closing bearish, unfortunately. 1 hour is still closing somewhat bullish, but below all resistances. So the only way I can enter is if a 15-minute candle at least closes above here. I really would have preferred to have all confirmation. 1 hour close above, 30-minute would have closed above as well, and the 15 would have closed above. So now that kind of reduces some probabilities, not all, but if we get a 15 close above, we only have the 15. It's not the end of the world, but it reduces a little bit. Would it be nicer to have the hour as well? Bro, tariff news at 2:30, 2:30, what time zone? That would be cool if we can get a time zone. Bro, learning to trade while trying to scam. Alright, I think one of the members is one of those scammers because they reached out to me, and as Tradesharpe, of course, they said they wanted to check on new members. How do I know not? Just have to report and block, man. It's very hard. I'm not even, you know, I have a way, but, you know. Or they come from warp. It's possible. We don't know. But just don't fall for it, right? Don't fall for it. These guys are just sad in life. Really, they're sad in life. They have no emotions. They're just really sad in life. And they really think that this is their way out of life, that they have to scam people. It's very sad, actually. And they're worth nothing. You know, they only get one life. They get one life and they spend their life like this, worthless. They'll be rejected by everyone because they're worthless. They're worthless people. They are just worthless people, like unbelievable. This is they were given birth to, and they're probably they're defects of this generation. They're defects of this generation, and they're worth nothing. They have no dignity, no pride, no self-confidence, nothing. They just scam and they hurt others to make themselves feel better. Work of the devil. That's all they are. And the worst thing is some of these guys are religious as well. They are the furthest thing away from God, these people. Furthest thing away. And they just have nothing to go for them. Like, and then if you fall for that, then you need to be a little bit smarter as well, I feel. But these people are just absolutely saddest. You know, it's like, it's actually mind-boggling to how sad one person can be. I think they're better off probably going and probably going and shaming themselves in public. They probably get more satisfaction from that, you know. This is what they should do. They should probably just become sex workers, if you ask me. Because at least in this case, you know, they should just go sell themselves. They should probably sell their organs and just deem themselves useless, if I'm being honest. You know, because this is the type of people they are. Really, there's so many ways in this world that you can make money. And this just shows that they have nothing. They have nothing. They have nothing going for them. They have absolutely nothing. It is absolutely worthless. They have nothing. They could do anything. They could be a better person. But they have nothing. That's how they are. But they have no emotions. So no matter what you say or anything, it won't affect them. They have no emotions. Hey, are you going to translate the Bank of Japan speech today? Haven't seen one in a while. Yeah, it's been a while. We need my friend to show up. If my friend shows up today, we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. Dead men walking, at some point they'll get punished in life and they'll regret. You know, they'll regret. Hopefully this chills out for a little bit. We have so much room, luckily. I think this is at least a 60-point range from the high. Yeah, 65 pips. Do you believe in karma? See, karma is just common sense as well. Not per se that if you do something bad, you'll get something bad. If you do something good, you'll get something good. But if you go throughout your life doing bad things and scamming, don't expect anything good to come your way, because you just attract negativity like that. It's almost impossible. It's impossible, you know, like I've seen so many scammers. All of them get cooked eventually. They get cooked. Took this BE on DAX. Yeah, I don't agree with this into this range, but maybe the 15-minute you based it on, but you put stop loss Let's see where that stop loss is. I'll just double check it before making comments. Okay, it was in here. Yeah, I guess it was fine. If you look at your range, 95, stop loss 150, I don't think it's worth it. You get what I mean? It's not worth it. You know? Oh, here we go. Here's a womp guy. One trade for one live stream. Waiting in hours only for one trade. Nice. No problem, man. Go trade by yourself. Why are you waiting for me, bro? If you're that good, go trade by yourself, bro. I don't need you to wait for me. What value do you offer me? You offer me no value. Not here to offer you value. Through just waiting. You know the discussions we have on here, how much they're worth? Definitely a womp guy. Definitely a womp. You can take as many trades as you want, bro. Shit, man. Telling me waiting for a trade like it's my job to give trades. Are you mad? I don't need to do shit. I can trade the way I want. End supports Arsenal, bro. End supports Arsenal. Ban him? Yeah, but we need to have some fun first. This is pushing up nicely, but again, look at the stop loss here on this position, 157. It needs to do a lot of work. It needs to come all the way up to the highs just to get a 1-to-1. Just to get a 1-to-1. Right? People are sad, don't need to waste the time. I know, I'm just having some fun. Just having some fun. That trade was not worth it. Not to get paid. Like, it looks cool on paper, right? You could easily take a trade and like these gurus like, oh bro, we're in a 76 point profit today, boys. 76 pips cooked on DAX today. But then in reality, how much do you make? You're not even, you know, you make not even 0.5%. You know, it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Not making 0.5%, you know, it's all of that. Okay, this is cool. This is definitely nice to see. Because we know if we get above here, there'll be a higher chance of continuing. See what GJ is doing. GJ is starting to become a mess. We have him speaking here in like 5 minutes. That's a problem. It's a shame he's speaking because this would have been nice if it closed below, if I'm being honest. But we still have hope in gold here. Hey bro, I'm new to this channel. Really keen to learn. If you can share some tips when to enter trade would be great. Thank you. Yeah, you just need to show up, watch my videos on my main channel, which is this channel that you're on. Catch up with some of these videos. Very important, okay? Very important to watch these videos. Watch the free course as well. You guys should be watching. If you guys want to know how to trade New York, you need to watch this most recent video. Make sure to watch this most recent video. Very good video on how to trade New York. And that's it. If we start football talk, we're gonna start politic talk. This is the same as politics. We can have a wick fill like yesterday, guys. It could be the same type of scenario here. Oh, I put the wrong time here, didn't I? I put 11 instead of 10. Aha. Giving us tough time with stop loss potentially here. I wanted just like a small 5-minute close above here. This does matter, this range from here to here, 25 pips already. Hi sir, from Singapore. How to join your team? You want to join the exclusive group, you mean? That is done through my website while spots are open. Still open. Still have, right, 10 people haven't joined this month yet. So once that fills up, I'll close it and then I'll announce again when it opens. I can send you the link, save you 30 seconds of your life. There you go. Boom. We needed to chill here. If we can close here, I wonder if it's going to be a wick fill option. Any deeper doesn't make sense. I'm looking at this stop loss here. Now it's 70 pips. 70 pips for 40 pips doesn't make sense. When I measured it just a couple of seconds ago, we were looking 56 pips here for 57. It is a 1-to-1, so it would be valid. But all of a sudden, we popped up 20 pips. So we need the same as yesterday. If it can close here where it is, that's good. But we need a good bottom wick and then a flip because we're trying to get the wick fill. Wick has not tapped anything, so it is valid here. Will be a close above 20 as well. But we need it to close a little bit weaker than this. The way it's closing right now is pretty strong. Not going to give me the risk to reward I need. And if it closes any stronger like this, I'm not sure how I'm going to take it. Impossible to get into this. This is actually a trade where you have absolutely no confirmation. And let me show you this. This is a very interesting thing to notice. 1 hour closed back below resistance, no confirmation on 1 hour. So even if you took it on 1 hour, you can't because no confirmation. 30-minute closed bearish below as well, no confirmation on 30-minute. 15-minute closed bearish below, double candle closed bearish, no confirmation. And what's even more interesting is 5-minute even closed bearish. So even on a 5-minute time frame, if you wanted to try be a little bit aggressive today and take an aggressive scalp, right? If you wanted to make an aggressive scalp, right? Then it's not going to be probably a good opportunity because there's no confirmation here. So just nothing really you can do with that. And that's never considered a missed trade. It's just a trade that's not your option. You know, and this is what defines you as a profitable and non-profitable trader, right? Because another trader would just take that trade right there and then, randomly, but then lose most of the time after that. Uday's speech, yeah, he's speaking right now. He should be speaking right now. Wow, we're rejecting last time. We can get the wick fill now, actually. Wow, look at this rejection last minute here. Right from that 25, right? Yeah. Reject from that 25. I lost this trade because stop loss hit with wick. What did I do wrong? Let's have a look at this trade. What is this on? Australian dollar, Japanese yen. That's just like an unfortunate scenario. I personally... Bearish bias, close below. Yeah, it makes sense. You just get this extra liquidity grab. Sometimes these pairs, AJ like to do this, right? The extra liquidity grab. You need to give it bigger stop loss. This scenario, it was hard. You kind of just have to find another re-entry here once it does that bullshit, you know? But nothing really you could do about that. But AJ as a pair, AJ likes to do this. And this is what I mean. Some pairs have some own tendencies. Not a big enough wick for me to enter here on the flip. I would have wanted a proper bottom wick here. But already filling the wick here. Wow. Maybe it was enough. 50 pip stop loss. You have to get in very fast. Candle opened and then you're in, flip. And then you go break even by now and it looks very volatile. Do you survive the break even is the question right here. I think maybe you can survive it. Not enough of a wick. Yeah, if you look at the yesterday, how big of a wick we had compared to today. I don't like that now. This is also not the best wick fill because we rejected something. We rejected that 25 level. So it's not like we rejected a random spot. It's just a shame the way it formed here, such a big push up. You know? Especially on the open here. Create top wick, then came for bottom wick. So you're entering a little bit later. So yeah. See how if he has affected. No, he hasn't affected it. It's kind of starting to barcode as he speaks now. DAX moving mad as well. This could be a nice area to sell actually. A lot of people are going to be looking to buy, but remember we are higher time frame a little bit bearish here. Same type of bounce on NAS. This could end up forming a sell. Yep, it's possible. Hey man, I'm new here. Also just walking through your YouTube videos. Firstly, I want to say you're doing what you're doing is exceptional, man. Truly. Second, how often should I be deleting, redrawing support and resistance line? Every day, man. You should be constantly adjusting. What do you think about wick fill setup 1 on gold? It made a top wick first. It's very hard to catch this type of wick fill. It was what I was looking for, if it could make a deeper bottom wick here. And also, we don't really want it to push this hard before, you know. Look, it's pushed like 40-50 pips before. Actually, a bit more. It pushed from these highs, it pushed 65 pips and rejected 25. Normally, when we take a wick fill, we don't want it rejecting something. It is working out now, but this would have been, I wouldn't have entered even at this, you know. Unless I went hyper aggressive here. Unless I went hyper aggressive. How's your spreads? Bro, why is your spread so cooked? But it seems like it's moving quite nicely, to be honest, that wick fill. But it made a top wick first. Anyone, how big was the top wick? Did anyone measure it? It's one of those you have to be hyper fast with. About same as bottom wick. So you enter about here. 11 pip top wick first. Damn. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get into that, to be honest. Then you're entering quite late. Now it's 62 pip stop loss. Target would be up here. It's not as good as it looks. We just needed that deeper bottom wick. I think you would have given more confirmation there. But the idea was valid. Very nice to see it fill that range. Just the way that the price action formed didn't make it as easy as we would have wanted. So that's kind of cooked us for now. Pretty much cooked there on gold. So it's a little bit unlucky, but this is part of the game. Unless you guys had an entry yourselves, then congrats. Played out with a plan. We planned perfectly today. And that's a skill that most people can't do. That's a value there, is to be able to plan a session and have that clarity in a session. Most people coming to a session completely lost. For me, it's a fine line of, hey, just looking for a confirmation there. You know, and yesterday we got the confirmation. Today, not really. So there'll be days where you get confirmation and days where you won't. That last minute rejection was really sketchy. I'm happy I didn't get into it. I think if you got into it and it continued rejecting and you hold a lot of drawdown, I think you would be kicking yourself, you know? You'd be kicking yourself. Harry, why you stopped trading GU? Not as much opportunity as in other pairs such as DAX. So DAX for me has so much more opportunity. I want to see this 5-minute candle close bullish, next one close below. Some sort of change of structure would be great. What about 30-minute impulsive entries? I don't like impulsive entries. I constantly lost when I used to try impulsive entries. Would never work for me. If this 5 can close bullish, next one close bearish will also be the 15 and 30-minute close. So as long as 30-minute closes below can make sense here for sells. But we do need that change of structure because we never know. There could be some heavy buying pressure from this 4-hour support, and this could just be a higher low to continue up bullish for the day. We could just continue up bullish. But if we get the change of structure where price actually fails, tries to head up like this, and then actually fails, that's going to give us way more information. This is what we want. We want to see a close bullish like this. Gold in 31s. Gold just had a spike, eh? Yeah, wow. That's beautiful, man. That's absolutely beautiful volume here. Better than yesterday, even the volume here. It's just getting better and better. That's what we like to see. Now we're at major resistance, so gold pretty much done. So you need to wait patiently. Don't be trying to jump in right now, guys. Don't be trying to pressure yourself. This is where you're going to lose. Let's see, 4 hour. I think we tapped that. Oh, no, almost. We have a tiny bit more room before we tap the 4 hour. But all 1 hour, 30-minute, and 15-minute targets are hit. For buys, you wouldn't consider resistance level at 20? For me, there's no resistance level there. Running late, did I miss something? Yesterday, you missed gold buys. Today, we tried to get into gold buys, but it flew. It made a top wick, quickly made bottom wick, and then flew. Could you expand more on wick fills? I need you to watch the WOP content. There's literally a big video on WOP about the wick fills in depth. So I need you to watch that and then tell me what you don't understand about that. That's how it's going to work. Because if you tell me, hey, I don't understand XYZ, I don't understand this, then we can do that. But to explain the whole topic is going to take me 20 minutes right now. So I want you to watch that video in WOP. That's why you guys get access to that content, to make use of it. I understand why that top wick was risky on gold, but what setup was that? I saw it as a setup 3. It was a setup 1 with a wick fill. So it was the same as a setup 1, it was just with a wick fill. I mean, the wick fill was fine, but the way it formed was hard to get in, you know? The way how it just popped up first and then quickly went down. You know, you kind of have to have, as it quickly went down, you kind of just have to quickly press buy. If it went down first, like tiny top wick, and then went down first, came back to make its bottom wick, stayed there for a couple of seconds, allowed you to place your buy stop or allowed you just to be ready for the trade on the flip, I mean, you probably would have got slipped a bit as well. And then when you're looking at the top wick here, you would have been executed here, right? Now your stop loss is about 64 pips. Although it pushed very nicely, at the time it might have made you hesitate, right? Made you hesitate because now your risk to reward isn't as high as you would have wanted it to be. You know? Anyone catch the Asian sell-off? Not sure. Let's see the guys in Asian if they did. Just a little confused about when to know when to enter break of highs or break of current candle. 90% of the time you're entering break of high. But when it's a long wick like that and that wick has rejected nothing, again, I think you need to watch that wick video in WOP. I'm not sure why people are not watching that when it's there for you. That explains everything. You watch that and you'll be like, ah, okay. Literally, we go through examples, we go through everything. Let's see if DAX can close below here in about 9 seconds. We'd need a top wick and then it's a potential for sells. See if we can make a top wick here. Don't really have, it's kind of a gap. Alright, that's a top wick, so I'm going to attempt to sell here, break of the lows. Alright, got triggered on that. Wrong way around. Why not 15 stop? Because if it passes here, it's cooked anyways. If this candle closes bullish, it's cooked anyways. You'd actually expect it to drive quite fast here. I think we have too much bullish pressure. I just noticed the 1 minute I was too late to get out, but this is like higher lows here, right? We didn't even break 1 minute structure. Barely. Retested this 1 minute high. I might be cooked here. Unless we can create a resistance. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, this is too much bullish pressure. It looks good on the 5:15, makes sense, but we need to break that 1 minute structure. I was hoping that this would do a drive down. It hasn't yet, but if it does, it's going to be totally fine. So what I need to see is I need to see that candle down. Just a candle like this. This will break 1 minute structure and give me confidence. Until that happens, it's going to be tricky and a little bit risky here. Right? So until that happens, I have to be careful. Hopefully we get that. Alright, that's a bit better what I wanted to see. So it got a little bit sketchy, but we got the candle I actually wanted here. We need this 5 minute to close strong bearish. If it closes weak bearish, not very good sign. So I closed bullish here below the range. I don't like the fact it's closed bullish. No bottom wick here on this candle as well. I mean, it has to give us a bottom wick, right? It can't just pop up like this fully without a bottom wick. It would be a little bit shitty for that to happen, if I'm being honest. Alright, that's the wick. Can we break the low? Can we break the low? There we go. Just ranging for now. 2 minutes for the 5 to close. 15-minute rejected. making it hard for me to manage as well. Right, if this comes back to entry, guys, I'm actually going to close break even because I don't really trust it at that point. There's literally 1 minute structure at my entry. So I'll be closing break even if it comes back to entry here. But so far looking good. Hopefully can continue to TP here would be great. So that's going to be the plan. Hopefully we can get a small push to TP. Almost there. Come on, a little bit more. Finish it for us. Come on. And boom. TP smash. Let's fucking go, boys. That's what I'm talking about. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's how you manage a trade, boys. That's how you manage a trade. Clean. Clean, clean, clean. 67 points there. And that's the little trade. Very, very happy. Was patient, calm, collected during the position. Nothing told me that I need to close yet. 1 minute structure was good. A little bit sketchy in the beginning. I will agree before we had that 1 minute. But as I said, guys, once we get this 1 minute close below, we have probability. Before that, scary. But once we get this 1 minute close below, we have probabilities. Yes, we had to hold some top wicks and bullshit like that. But that's just the pressure of taking a trade. That's the pressure of taking a trade. So, yeah, nice one. Oh, a little bit more I got. Should be able to continue. If you took this trade, leave a W in the chat. If you understood the trade, and we can get it for the gram. Do one for the gram. All right, that's it. Gram is done. Instagram business. We have YouTube business and Instagram business. You know, so do the YouTube business as well. Leave a like on the stream, get it up to 200 likes. And I will put this in the journal here. And there we go. So out of that, rough phase. Back in profits, boys. Let's go. Back in profits. So that's it. You guys asked, you want to see me get out of it. That's how you get out of it. You stay calm. You don't let emotions affect you. You don't let, you know, oh, I'm scared because of previous data. That's how you get out of it. This was actually extended. I was scared that this 1 minute didn't break structure properly. That was very scary. But we did get the downside pressure. And once this candle happened, I was calm. I was calm. What time did we get triggered? 10:30 exactly. We got exactly? Yeah, it was during the 10:30 open. Not 10:30 open, 10:30 candle. I should have made 1.3%. I should have made 1.3%, but I think I got slipped a little, but spreads are stable on IC. Market spreads are very stable. Ah, they're a little bit higher. That's what's happening. Okay, my spreads are 120. That's why I didn't. But overall, it's a good close I got. Overall, a good close. Yeah, overall, good close. FTMO spread spiked 10 points during the trade. Yeah, at least we have range, right? At least it's moving big enough. So yeah, perfect. Ents, you take this, brother? I hope you freaking took this, man. Ents would have taken it. He's not scared. Look at my plan, of course I took. Yeah, that's clean. Yeah, that's very clean. Yep, well done. Well planned, man. Well planned. Now how much you up? Didn't take our main. Take it, take it. Don't be scared. Continuous stream winning streak? Not really. I took a couple of losses beginning of the month, but we're back. We're back in business. That's it, man. That's it. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I'm not worried long term. I know it seems scary at times, but this is the game. You know, this is the game. The thing is, in the past, like what I just did over these past 2 days, I would have never done. In the past, I would have probably closed yesterday's trade and drawdown because I would be scared because I've had a loss. And then today I would have closed at break even because I'm scared and I don't want to lose. You know? You are master at DAX? Not really master, just have probabilities. And no one has left TS? Few people did. No one has left TS? True. Oh, you're talking about the stream. I've started every month with 2 consecutive losses. Yeah, it always makes it harder because you have to play catch up. But the cool thing is, 4 more hours drive, enjoy your road trip. Enjoy your road trip. I think short is valid. I'm happy with where I took profit, to be honest. That kind of deal of 1-to-1 really works magic. Yeah, it does make sense to come back to the bottom of the range, but I'm happy with that. How much you risk per trade? Of my account, I'm risk like, 3%. But that's just because I don't need to put more money into my account. I don't need to add money to my account. Well done, Joe. Congrats, brother. Congrats. Phase 1 passed. Let's go, man. Finally. Good job, bro. Good job. Don't forget the EU will present its plans on the US tariffs. Yes, today is US tariff day. So I'm happy we can get one trade and then kind of stay calm, Need to work on my mindset. I was scared and closed early. Yes. Right, you can't hesitate. Worst thing today is we lose. Okay, so what? I give back yesterday. I'm in the same position. Right? Worst comes to worst, the month continues like this, you have a rough month. Your rough month is minus 2%, but the month before you made 6%, the month before you made 9%. It's not really too bad, You just have to trust probability. It's hardest thing to do. I know it's the hardest thing to do, but it comes with experience. I was always like that, man. I would have completely missed all of these options if I was put me 2-3 years ago. Would have been full hesitating for sure. I probably wouldn't even take this. I would have hesitated out of this, but this is pretty good setup. Setup 4, close back in the range, fake out with a 5-minute support candle created and then a close below. It's exactly what I would have wanted to see. And that's it. Always good to catch lobster in London. Rest of the day is free. It is. It is. It is. I nearly put it at break even, but because you were calm, I stayed in. Thanks. No problem. But you'll have to build that skill. You know. I'm calm because I accept outcomes. 2-3, its spread is fine. I was uncomfortable. I closed 40% B and 60% went to TP. I think just account for spread. I closed at B after a 5-minute candle broke the low. It broke the high previous candle, then again broke the low, which I went B to conservative trade management. I think it's like, it is, look, I get it, like, you know, you're trying to be safe, you know, but if we're looking at price action, that's what I was watching, is price action. 5-minute close below, 1 minute had all lower high structure, nothing broke structure. So as soon as I saw this candle come up, which was a bit scary, but I was already 2 balls deep into the trade, it ended up closing bearish. So I was not too worried. This 1 minute candle had no bottom wick. I'm like, okay, there's probabilities. Then after this candle, I said, there's no chance I'm losing this trade. Right? There's no chance I'm losing this trade because now I don't really expect another all the way move back up. And if it does move all the way back up, then it's just going to reject this 1 minute support and we're going up. But then we got the volume, gave a nice little trade here. So it is a conservative approach. And you have to accept that. If you're going to be extra tight about it, then you're going to miss opportunities like that, you know. I wanted to close that trade so bad, made me uncomfortable, but it's just the mind playing tricks on you. It convinces you that you know what's going to happen next. Yeah, I think also it is that your mind is locked in, like you're always locked in. Like if you've taken a loss and you're recovering the loss, you're always trying to slip down further. But just accept that it's just part of the game. Like who cares if you lose another 1%? You won yesterday. Who cares if you go down? Like, listen, if you're losing 1%, you know, you're okay. You know what I mean? Or whatever is your designated risk, because you can make that back. And if you don't make that back, you were never profitable anyway. So that needs to be a lesson you learn. It needs to be a lesson you learn. Why did you say market crash in description? Because the market's crashed. It's trying a bit of clickbait, but, you know, we had the market crashed here. You know, we had NASDAQ push down. You know, I think this is definitely a market crash, if you ask me. For me, this is a market crash. I was a little over 11k in drawdown before joining Tradesharpe around the 25th of February. You're in 11k drawdown, and now, shit, man. Bro, you're cooking, bro. Nice. Poof. 191 to 206k, 18k profit. I'm just learning. This is funded. This is funded, right? I thought this. I thought for 1 second. I thought. Yeah, the challenge. Yeah. I thought if this was real, I was like, shit, man. I need to start implementing splits in the group, bro. I need to start implementing splits. Anyways, back on track. You are now back on track. You know, so you can see the consistency over time. It seems slow sometimes, right? And this is what people don't understand. It seems slow, but look at that. Like, tell me where else you're gonna get that type of results. The consistency. It's the consistency that matters. You know? That's good stuff. Should post that motivation achievements. You know, don't let drawdown scare you. Back in profits now. I'd like you try some of your own trades here, manage risk, very good. USD chef, trying some trades, it's good. GJ, this is where I wanted sells below, and it's kind of pushed through the zone. Gold is still on an absolute tear, man. Wow. Gold was a great move today. Gold was a great move today. I wish it could have given us an entry. It was a very nice, you know. What happened to Moritz? You can't close? Bro, that's sketchy. Who are you on? That's scary, bro. At least not live, bro. I was gonna say, if that was at least, you know, you can fight for it. Just screen record. Just do everything in your power now to screen record and all that. The good thing is DAX is still dumping, so you're okay, bro. You're okay. My camera's cooked? How's my camera cooked? Camera is 100%. Shit, it's actually cooked. Damn, how's my camera cooked? That's weird. It's working now, right? Yeah, very good. Same issue with Tradeovate? Damn. I'm sincerely, honestly advising everyone who's not in Tradesharpe exclusive to join. I had minus 9.1% drawdown on challenge. Now I'm minus 1% in less than a month. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Well done, man. That's very, very good shit. Yeah, you guys need to share this more, man. This is stuff I'm proud of. I don't care about the money. I love to see the process. That's what makes me happy. Share this stuff. Other people like to see it as well. I hate staying on here talking to people. Hey, maybe you guys, if you're looking to learn, join Tradesharpe exclusive. I hate saying that. It sounds so cheesy. It sounds like I'm selling someone, you know, and which at the end of the day, it's business. But at the end of the day, I don't really like to hard sell like that. If you guys share, then at least I don't have to keep saying that stuff. It's good stuff, you know. Share it. Put it on WAP as well. You know, there's a review section on WAP. You know, just share. Hey, I've enjoyed my time Tradesharpe, or I haven't enjoyed my time. You know, if you haven't enjoyed your time, no problem. You can say so, because that's only going to make me better. It's only going to make me better. Is exclusive open? Let me see if anyone's joined today. So I can keep track of the spots. Nope, no one joined today. So it is still open, still 5 spots remaining. And then once that fills up, we will open next month. Any recommendations for funded in USA? We do have a few people who do that. I sell a B but got slips 7. That's crazy, bro. You need to really fight that. Because that's nuts. I mean, we have people here on FTMO and they all got okay. Took the sells, took gold buy as well. Wow, today you cooked, man. Call it a day. 2 wins in the day, that's it, man. You know, you don't need more, right? Seven pips, they'll never honor that. Yeah, but they never closed him. He was in 1-to-1 profit. They never even gave him a closure. They never gave him a closure. This video I need to update. It's a bit outdated, but it's still relevant. Especially on a challenge phase, right? It's not like this is going to give him a payout. Rigged? What I don't understand, I mean, this is nasty as well. Slip you and then now it's dumping. I mean, that's like, what the fuck, man? I'd be pissed. In that case, going into what I hope is my 5th month straight of being profitable. Looking to begin increasing my account size if I make 6 months. Thanks for everything. Amazing, man. 5 months is great, man. You know, slow and steady. They didn't even let him close and gave him -7. Yes, exactly. He was in more than 1-to-1 profit. He was trying to close. They won't let him close. and then he just moved stop loss to break even, and then they slip 7 pips on top of that. Here's the proof. Started TS strategy, joined the exclusive feed. Nice, man. Happy to see this, man. This makes me happy. Does Pip Labs come with exclusive? No, but anyone in Pip Labs in the exclusive can ask for a discount. Listen, a discount ain't gonna make a big difference when our product is so cheap, right? And I encourage a lot of people, a lot of these guys, you know, have worked on Pip Labs, and Pip Labs is gonna definitely help you. Like, if you're not gonna learn from me, at least prove yourself. You know, a lot of the guys who I do one-on-ones with, we just use this to practice as well. So it's a very useful tool. Make use of it. Even if I give a 10% discount, the product is so cheap, $25. It's only going to give $2.5 off, you know, and this is per month, right? I know $25 can be expensive, but we're talking in consideration of what you get, right? This is a, you know, one-of-one software. So you can check it out. Try the free version, guys. Practice at least on the free version. Like, if you can't afford it, at least practice on the free version. You get 1 month of data. You get a couple of pairs to try. I give you guys, I put on there US 30, I put there NASDAQ, I put GJ and gold. So at least try those, you know, just to practice. Like, I'm trying to push you guys to practice. It costs you nothing to do it for free. Yes, you get limited trades, you get limited data. It's time to open cases. We want to trade. Should we open cases? Should we open cases? The guys on Zoom have to watch on stream though. Okay, let's open one case. Let's open one case. Fuck it. Let's see if it will work though. Let's see if it will work on stream, or do I have to change the scene? Man, the thing you guys make me do, man. I don't even know if it will load or not. Let's see if it works. The guys on Zoom, you have to watch on YouTube stream. Oh shit. Wait. I think it will work actually. Just make desktop audio. One case. Okay. Again I closed it. Shit. Let's open it again. What should we open? I think we need to open, we don't want gloves. Prisma case. Maybe some gloves would be nice if we could open a glove. Okay, let's unlock it. Buy. Authorize. Okay. Let's go. Gold. Come on. Shit, man. Shit. It's factory new, I think. Is it? Minimal wear. Okay. Okay, we take it. Purple for Pip Labs. I'm gonna give away the skin. Do another one. You guys are moving mad to do another one. Jesus, you guys are gonna make me waste so much money. Done. This is a trading stream, not a CS stream. CS another time. We play CS another time. I promise. Wait, my monitor is going nuts because of my resolution. I use different resolution. Shit, man. We didn't win on the case, but that's okay. Shit, what's going on with DAX, man? I hope Maurizio out, right? Yo, Harry, I haven't played Counter-Strike since 2002. What's the new Counter-Strike graphics look like? They're pretty good, you know, but we don't want high graphics. We don't want high graphics. Have you seen the 10-year yields? I haven't. What are they pumping? Oh, ECB pricing in rate cuts. Also the open. That would have been cool if we got a gold. Man, I haven't got a gold in a long time. 4.4%? Shit, man, that's crazy. 4.4% is crazy. That should be good for stock market, no? It means that yeah, it's very interesting. One case per day? We could do one case per day, yes, it is possible. Let's have a look at this. 103 points, yes sir. Same trade as me. One case per win? When should we do a CS stream? I'm thinking maybe weekend. So you don't actually lose money? It's like $2.5, man. $2.5 for $2.5 for a key, man. It's nothing. Very cheap. We should do a big case opening, like at least, you know, 20 cases or something. 20 cases. CS stream on weekend? Okay, then we'll do weekend then. We'll do weekend. Gold is pumping nice here, man. I really wish it gave us an entry this morning. Would have been very nice. I don't know if I would have left runners though. Yeah, probably we do CS stream this weekend, boys. CS stream this weekend. Give us some CS tips. No problem. We'll play on the weekend. Here on YouTube? Yes. On YouTube. Harry, what's only pips? This was a business name idea I had. The position we were looking at would have hit break-even after giving like 35 pips. Yeah, if we move to break-even, yes. What resolution do you use for CS? I'm using 1920 by 1080, but I'm on a 1440p monitor, so it looks a bit stretched. It's almost playing like a 16:10 ratio. Instead of, it's like playing, you know, Probably if I was back on my old monitor, which is here on the left, it's a smaller monitor, I'd probably be playing stretched. 4-3 stretched. 1024 but by 9. Bro, gonna stop streaming London and turn into a CS streamer? No way, man. How am I supposed to make money CS streaming, man? I get paid $1 per stream. You know how unprofitable that would be? It would be a disaster, bro. That would be an absolute disaster. Make nothing. By the way, on WAP here, this is the candle wick video here. Candle wicks, make sure check it out, candle wicks. Let's see how much money I made last stream. Let's see how much money I made last stream. Let's see. Content, live, analytics. Okay, I haven't, it hasn't updated for last stream. Let's check the stream before. Oh, damn. Last stream I got paid big, boys. I got paid big last stream. Check this out. $4, bro. $4. Much better than the $2. Almost double now. We're cooking, guys. We're cooking. $4. If you try withdraw this $4, they're going to tax 50% anyway, so you're still only making $2, but no one asked about that. So definitely profitable every day to make $4. So you have to live on $4 a day. Possible. How much is that a month? If I streamed every day and made $4, how much is that a month? Super chat pays you more, yeah. I mean, I'd need to stream on Twitch, right? I'd need to stream on Twitch to get the... I lost this live stream. Where's this live stream? Okay, I got it back. Shit. Where's my live stream I just had? Okay, yeah. 120, but after tax $60, right? Yeah. Damn, $60 a month. That's not really gonna cut much. Look at gold, man. Very impressive move today on gold. Absolutely impressive move on gold. Twitch pay their subscribers. Well, on pitch, not on Twitch, on pitch. On Twitch, you have what's this called? You have subs, right? You pay for subs. Why is YouTube stream smoother than Zoom? Because it has delay. So since it has more time to process, it has delay. So it's like a 5-second delay. So it will look smoother because it's processing during those seconds. But Zoom is instant. When I'm speaking now, I'm actually speaking. You guys get no delay. How you say for nasty tax? I live in Dubai, so I don't really need to pay for tax. How much are we up from the lows here on NAS? 3%? 4% from the absolute lows? I wonder what this push is from here. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go off here ahead of stream. Appreciate everyone showing up. Hope you have a good rest of your days. Gonna catch you guys hopefully soon. Have an amazing day, and yeah, take care. Much love, and speak to you guys hopefully soon. All right, peace. Cheers.